is Avro, also known as Aerix, and welcome to my loot system and experience tutorial series for UE4. This first episode, we're gonna go over, the foundation of the system and so on and so forth as quickly as possible. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to create a new folder in our content folder. Call this loot and XP. I'm going to open that up. We'll right click and we'll create a new blueprint class, and we'll make this an actor. This one will be called loot manager. Okay, create another actor, and we'll call this loot pickup base. We'll create another actor, and we'll call this loot spawner, or loot pickup spawner. Okay, I'm going to save all that. Or no, not cancel, save all of it. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our loot pickup spawner. And we'll stay in our viewport. We'll add a new component. Look for a sphere collision. Call this spawn. We'll raise it on the Z to 90. And this is so that the loot never gets stuck in the ground that easy. So we'll set the collision preset to no collision and uncheck generate overlap. Compile and save. Alright. So that's this is done for now. I'm going to drag this up here actually. I'm going to open our loot manager up, and we will delete those two, and we'll add a new custom event. Call this spawn loot. Okay. And then later on we'll elaborate on this upon this system more, but for now it's just going to be the foundation, so you can kind of see how it works. So the next thing we'll do, we will on begin play, we'll actually spawn loot just for testing. You can do this. You can call this whenever you want. Eventually, I'll elaborate on it more later. For now, we'll just do that. And then the next thing we're going to do is get all actors of class. On our loot pickup spawner. And we will get a copy. And a random integer. Or we can do random integer and range to provide more of a random randomization technique there. Compile and save. So basically, we're getting a random index from this array of, actually, you know what? I forgot to do something. I forgot to get the length. And then, what was it? It was random integer. Yeah. Okay, that was it. My bad. Screwed that up. Okay. So we'll do that, and then, or no, not that. It wasn't random integer range. It was random integer. My bad. Okay. Messed myself up there. Okay, and then we'll drag off of this, or not that, to execute there, and we will spawn. Actually, I'm not going to do anything there yet because we have to make our loot pickup. Just realized that. Okay, so we'll leave this for now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our loot pickup base and get rid of these two things here. Compile and save. Okay. So we'll go ahead and I guess we can go ahead and add a few things in here. Add a few components. So we'll do static mesh. Call this loot mesh. Okay. This will be a physics actor, and we'll leave that for now. We'll add a point light. This is optional. These two things I'm going to show you are two optional things, but just kind of add to it. I'll call this loot light. That works. I'll add a particle system. Call this loot FX. All right. And we'll save. Just add a little look to it, and then we'll go to our loot and XP folder again, and we're going to create two new folders. First one will be called DT for data table. The second one will be called structs. Then we'll open up structs and we'll create a new blueprint structure. Okay. We're going to call this S_loot item. Okay. I'm probably going to add about 4 new variables in here. So the first one will be called item name. And later down the line, this will have an ownership system, so you'll be able to tell which faction it belongs to, and certain consequences will follow. But that'll be later down the line. That's in the tutorial series, just so you guys are aware. The second one will be called item description. And the third one will be called item value. And the last one we're going to do for now, you can add a lot more to this if you wish to kind of elaborate upon it. But the fourth one we're going to do item faction. And the first one's going to be a text. The second one will be a text as well. Item value will be a integer. Item faction we'll leave for now because we're going to do something just now. Make a new folder in your loot and XP folder. And we'll call this enum, or enums. Open that up. Create a new blueprint enumeration. We'll call this E_loot. Loot faction. E_loot faction. Okay. We create two new factions you want to add. Or no, as many as you want, but I'm gonna create 2 new ones. Just for an example. First one will be called because I'm working on a Greek game. It's called Greeks. Or no, not Greeks. We'll do Romans and Celts. Okay, we can close that. So you added the factions you want, and we'll go ahead and go to our S_loot item again, which is already open for me, and we'll call, or no, we won't call anything, but we'll change the Boolean variable type. Instead of it being a Boolean, it'll be a E_loot faction. Okay, and then there you go. We'll save all. We can close this structure for now. Okay, so now we can go back to our loot and XP folder, go to our data folder, our data table folder, DT. Go to our blueprints category here, or not blueprints, my bad, wrong thing. I think it's under miscellaneous, and then data table is what we're looking for. Pick a structure. We're looking for S_loot item, which is this S loot item because it doesn't show the underscores, but just click OK. We'll call this DT underscore loot items. Save all. Okay, so you'll notice now we have a nice little data table for our loot to be able to go in. The data table will be worked on more, I think, next series or the next episode in the series. But we're gonna go ahead and add, yeah, we'll go ahead and add one example here for later. Call this row name. Let me call this. We'll call this item underscore. I don't know. What's an item that I have? Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna see if I have something I can use for this. Just so that we have, so that we have something to actually put in there. Okay, so we'll do like a silver bar from this pack. So item underscore silver bar. This could be whatever yours is. Okay. Item name will be silver bar for me. For you, it's whatever. Item description. I don't know. We'll just say a Roman silver bar found upon the ancient beaches. Item value, we'll go to make that, we're going to put like 100. Okay. We'll save all. We'll leave the faction because it's a Roman for me. Okay, we'll leave that open. We'll leave the data table open for now. And then, what else are we going to do here? Oh yeah, there's one other thing we should add to the data table. Actually, two things. We'll go back to our loot system, loot and XP folder, or not data table, struct, so that shows up in our data table. So go and open up your s underscore loot item struct. We'll add two new variables. I just remembered these. We do need an item mesh, so we call this item mesh. This could be either a static mesh for you or a skeletal mesh. Mine's going to be static mesh. I prefer static mesh. Most of your prop items, I don't know, whether you're using a marketplace asset or not, most of them, props are static meshes. So just think about that. The next variable will be item image, and this will be a slate brush, and we will save all. So now we have, two new variables that were much needed in there. So now we can actually take this and look up. I was going to go search it, but I'll just go silver bar. That's probably going to compile shaders for me. The item image we'll leave for now, because I'm not going to go ahead and take a screenshot in the middle of a video. Just kind of wait for these shaders to finish compiling real quick. Okay, any day now. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and go to our loot pickup base. Mine is already open. And actually, we'll make a new function. I just realized that. And we'll call this update loot item. And we'll put this in a new category called pickup. And compile and save. So on the update loot item, we're going to get data table row. The data table we're looking for is dt underscore loot items. The item name, I'll go ahead and drag that as a pin on there, and we'll call this item. So on this, we'll do break the loot item. Okay. On the row found, actually first we'll do row not found. Do print string, and we'll call this, or no, we'll do the string will be, let's say, invalid loot item. So that way we know whether or not our loot item is valid. Okay. On the row found, the first thing we're going to do is, actually we're going to drag on our mesh. So we're going to drag in our mesh and we'll do set mesh. No, not stem, set mesh. And this will be our item mesh. Okay. We'll compile and save this. Item value. I guess we can promote this here and call this item. We won't call it the same thing, so we don't get confused about it. We'll call this loot value instead, and we will drag this over here and set this to expose on spawn instance editable, and we will put this in the category pickup as well. Okay. What else? Item image. We'll leave that for now. Item faction. We can promote this to a variable. Call this loot faction. Instance editable. Expose on spawn. Pickup category. Put it in the same category. We'll drag this over here. Connect these two. Item name. We can promote. Actually, we can promote both of these to a variable. And call this loot name. Drag this over here, and we'll do the same thing we did for the other ones. Instance editable, expose on spawn, pickup category. We'll also promote the item description. Even though we're going to put these probably in a widget later down the line, it's probably best we put them in here for now anyways. So we'll call this loot description. Loot description. And this will be the same. Okay. Drag this over here. Connect these. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, and this won't be connected here, by the way. I made an oopsie there. This will actually be, we'll drag this down here too, so we know. This will be on row found. Now we'll compile and save. Okay, I think it's all we need to do for now. We'll add more later. We'll just add a return node anyways. And compile and save. Go to our event graph, and on begin play, we will update our loot item. Okay. Now this item name thing, or whatever it is, we can actually promote this to a variable for now. We're gonna make this a little more easier to use later instead of putting in a name every time. But for now, we'll do this just for now, and we'll call this item. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to create a new variable. We'll just delete. Just realize this. Drag in our loot name, and that will be actually. Can we convert that? something I was looking for here. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, I made a mistake there too. Our loot name is actually going to be a name, not a text. So in our loot in XP, we'll go to s_loot item, and we will change this type to a name instead of a text. That was my bad. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't add that. Okay, so now we'll have to update this in our update loot item. We'll redo that and delete this variable. Or actually, we won't delete it. We'll just change the type to a name. I don't know why I didn't just do that. And we'll just reconnect those. My bad. Go to event graph, and we will plug in our loot name. Now, the thing about this is we're actually going to probably rename that later to loot ID, but it'll have to be the same as your ID so that it loads the proper item, which is item underscore silver bar, for example. Probably update that later. And that should be that for now. So on our loot pickup spawner, we'll go to that. We'll go to our event graph, delete these two. And we will make a new function called spawn loot. Or no. Yeah, we'll call it spawn loot. We'll put this in a category called spawner. And we will oh yeah, we weren't going to do it in here. I was doing it in the wrong thing. Okay, so delete this function. My bad, guys. File and save. Get rid of this too. We were actually going to do this in the loot manager. So go to your BP or your loot manager in your blueprints. And we will get off of this. We'll get our spawn. So we'll type in spawn. So get spawn. Then we will spawn actor. Spawn actor from class. Then we will split or struct pin on our transform, and we'll just get the location, world location. And you can get the rotation if you'd like, so we're going to get that too, get world rotation. And we will do try to adjust location, don't spawn if colliding. Leave all that, and our loot class, we will promote this to a variable called loot class. And we'll put this in a category called loot. And then so we'll put this expose on spawn and instance editable, just in case. And then let's see what else here. I think that'll be it for this one, this event. Compile and save. So on begin play, this is calling our spawn loot. It is basically getting our pickup spawn, getting the spawn from that, and spawning it at one of these random spawns there through a random, it's getting a random index there. Should be doing that. Okay, I'm gonna make one more event. I'm gonna do custom event, and we'll call this, you can put these through functions or events, it's up to you, really what you want to do. I'm just doing it through events though. But anyways, this event will be called, trying to think here, I'll call this randomized loop type. And we'll get rid of this capital Y because it's annoying. Okay, so on this, get our loop class variable we made. And then this is optional. If you want to have a set set piece of loop later, that will be covered in the next tutorial in this series. Right now we're just focusing on the randomized side of things. I'm going to save that. But yeah, just so you guys are aware, this loop class, we will actually do a, you can either do this through a multi-gate or you can do it through a switch on an integer. But I'm going to just do a switch on an integer because I've had some problems with multi-gates recently. So I'm just going to do that. So I'll just do random integer in range. And we will switch on int. Get that. We'll move this up a little bit because we're going to need some room. We'll add some execute pins. Alright, execute and we're not going to get this loop class actually, we're going to set it. So we're just basically randomly setting the loop class. We want 4 of those for now. I'm just going to add 4 in. And then the only way you're going to be able to tell which one's what for now, since I don't have 4 items in mind yet. And you can add however many you want, of course, but I just add 1 for now. The loop class, now you'll just randomly, well, I'll show you guys in a minute actually. I'm just gonna, actually we don't need to return there because it's the custom event. My bad. Compile and save for now. Go to your loop.xp folder, and we'll make a new folder called items. We'll create an instance off of our pickup base, and we'll create a child. So this is where we get to make some prefabs here. This one's going to be just, what was it earlier that I put in there? I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was silver, my bad. Silver, is it silver ingot? Yeah, we'll put this in, doesn't really matter too much, but we'll move this in there. Got a little pickup base. And DTU item. Okay, so your name for your item is going to be this. We'll copy that. So whatever yours is, just copy it and go to your silver or whatever the hell your prefab was. Paste our name in there. The value. It updates automatically. Should be doing that. Yeah. So it should be updating all that automatically. So we don't need to worry about filling that in. Um, save all. And close that. There's one more thing we're going to do to differentiate this for now. We will get our loot light and set color, and we'll do a multi-gate here. Use a few different ways, but I'm just doing it some stupid way for God knows what reason. And the light color, go ahead and add some random colors on here. So 4 of them. Okay. Add 4 pins, and we'll plug in our targets, which is just our light, our loot light. And we'll check it is random. And plug all these into our return node. Compile and save. And then, what else here? In our items folder that we made, where our prefabs are, we'll duplicate this. We'll actually just duplicate, well, 3 of them now. Okay. And then save all. And then, and we're just doing this for later. I'm going to add some more items in there, just ahead of time. This part's optional. This is just randomizing the color of the loot light, just to add a little bit of an effect. And what else? Trying to think. We'll go ahead and go into a new level actually, so you can see how this works. Do advanced conquest mode and save current, and we'll call this map test map. For later in the tutorial series. Okay. Expand this floor a little bit. And then we'll set this light source to movable because it's annoying. Alright, and then the loot XP system, we'll drag in our loot manager. And then we'll drag in. Later we'll have it where it populates the area with loot spawners automatically. For now, we're just going to drag in our loot pickup spawner, or a few of them actually. Okay. A few. Drags in 8. Okay, so go to our loot manager, and we'll select our loot class, which will be this. I don't know why I actually duplicated those, it's going to confuse me. And then we'll go ahead and play just to see what happens a few times. Ignore the sound. Oh yeah, and then the other thing is we are going to want to, if you want your item to drop, you're going to have to edit this in your prefabs once you, actually, you know what? You don't have to do that. Just add a sample mesh in here. And we'll make this simulate physics. Let me close that too. Save all. And so we're just going to see if it spawns somewhere else now. Okay, so it spawned over there. And there you have it. Randomly spawns. Now we'll go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and end this for now. Um, the next episode in the series, we're going to cover picking up the actor, and we're also going to cover non-randomization, like in of the loot class, and we'll cover the randomization further because we only added. Actually, we didn't even randomize it yet at all. I forgot about that because we don't have our other loot classes in yet. But yeah, next episode we'll cover both of those things, and hopefully, guys will come to like that one quite a bit, and we'll go ahead and end this here. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this tutorial wasn't too haywire and all over the place. I know it was quite a bit of a mess, but hopefully you guys still got what you need to know out of it. And thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.